Hello, nice to meet you. I am Kim Ki-won. If you can hear my voice, please let me know that you can hear me well. Today it's time to talk about Seoul. So let's go ahead and dive into Seoul. Now, let's take a look at the recent movements in Seoul over the past few months. Here we have Seoul. As you can see, Seoul is moving upward on the right side, right? This means that both sale prices and rental prices are continuously rising. So until August, it has been showing a good upward trend. In the case of Seoul, the investment score is very poor, right? It's currently 50 points. As I mentioned, what did I say about 50 points? At 50 points, it's the shoulder. So it's really high right now. What am I trying to say? I'm slowly saying that buying a house in Seoul is risky because the investment score is very poor. Therefore, it is really not a good area for investment. What does that mean? This means that the market is significantly overheated. Therefore, it is quite unfavorable. And during COVID-19, the peak was around 40. When it reaches 40, it's at the top of the head. It has gone up to the top of the head and is now at the shoulders. But many people can only remember the last few years, so they still think everything is fine. However, after just 1 or 2 years, you will likely feel that the market has changed significantly. The increase has been growing continuously, but in August it is clear that the increase is not that significant yet. Since August, transaction prices are not fully compiled yet. We will know more after some time. In Seoul, the sale prices, are currently 70% overheated compared to the actual utility value of rental prices. So, they are the highest in the country right now, right? It is currently the most overvalued in the country. Therefore, compared to the actual utility value of rentals, there is a significant bubble in the sale prices. In Seoul, this is how it can be understood. So, how do you see the housing purchase burden index now? It was falling, but is now rising again? It's been increasing a lot lately. So, based on the housing purchase burden index as of July, it would need to drop by 23% to reach the average. But if it falls to that level, so by what percentage? Should it drop, assuming that the current interest rates and people's incomes are maintained? It needs to drop by more than 50%. If things go wrong, the apartment prices in Seoul could potentially have everyone. You may not believe it now, but after a year or two, you will probably feel it. This will become a reality. Then take a look. How expensive is this compared to income? Let's look at it from 2004. As income continues to rise, it should be expected that apartment prices increase by the same amount as the income increase. But how does it compare to current income? It's a staggering 25 times. It's extremely expensive. But how many times lower is it? At that time, it was just under 12 times. There were times when it was less than 12 times. But now it is more than double compared to then. So, if you look at this, you can see that the real estate market in Seoul could potentially drop by as much as half. So, what does that mean? The sale prices are currently very much overvalued. Right, what with all the clever one-house owners and various trendy hairstyles, the apartments in Seoul are currently excessively overvalued. But the monthly rent for apartments in Seoul must be the highest, right? Still, what does it matter? Even though Seoul has the highest monthly rent, the rental yield is only 1.9% compared to the expensive rents in Seoul. It's extremely expensive right now for that reason. The area with the lowest rental rankings is Seoul, and it is also the most overvalued. The bank interest rates are significantly lower. It is below, therefore, in the case of Seoul, as you can see here, historically, a level of bank interest is still acceptable. However, the current situation is that the rates are ridiculously low compared to bank interest. So this absolutely doesn't make sense. And the rental price ratio is also continuously falling, right? It is indeed falling. What does it mean when the rental price ratio decreases? The rate of increase in rental prices is faster than that of sale prices. In other words, the rate of increase in sale prices is slower than that of rental prices. This means that the rental yield is decreasing. What does that mean? The sale prices are indeed very inflated. You can see it this way. It is true that there is a lack of available units in Seoul, but when you look at the overall picture,